This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Who shot Hans Schmidt? The street preacher was badly injured when a gunman opened fire, hitting him at 51st Avenue in Peoria in Glendale. Police now releasing video showing the moment it happened, telling ABC15 Hans actually made it back to the church after being shot. Then loved ones took him to the hospital. Police still don't know where the shooter was, and no arrests have been made as police urge people to come forward with any tips.
You don't really see anything out of the ordinary. You don't see anybody changing direction, moving, stopping. We are not sure if this came from someone in a vehicle, somebody that was on the roadway.
Hans' dad says his son has improved, telling ABC15 he was moved out of the ICU to a long-term care facility within the hospital where Hans is still fighting.
He definitely has a calling to preach. Hopefully he keeps trending, positively the way he's been going. So I'm sure it'll be a long road, still in a delicate condition.
There is a $10,000 reward for information. Now we want to turn to the border and day 3 of the shutdown of Lukeville Port of Entry. Business owners in the Rocky Point area fear the economic impact could reach into the millions of dollars.
When it comes to the tours, the money trickles down to the employees at the El Pinacate, the employees at the restaurants we eat in Caborca, the tour guide.
That business owner says his entire December calendar is now empty because of cancellations. Tourism is 90% of the town's economy, and since Sunday, when many people left to beat the border closure, much of Rocky Point looks like a ghost town.
I have to work literally 7 days a week in order to pay rent and support my daughter. Anything will help.
In the state of education now, a statewide initiative to keep teachers in the classroom is underway. Teacher pay is one big topic of concern, as you just heard, and Governor Katie Hobbs making it a priority to address the issue. The Educator Retention Task Force, made up of educators, parents, and experts, meeting last night and submitting recommendations for teacher retention here in Arizona. It includes raising pay for educators and staff, improving work conditions, and decreasing class size and workload. Services for Sandra Day O'Connor will begin December 18th. She will lie in repose at the Supreme Court, and a private funeral will take place the next day at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. The first woman to be nominated to the Supreme Court died last week at the age of 93. Tonight, 4 Republican hopefuls will take the stage in Alabama for the GOP nomination primary. Ron DeSantis, Chris Christie, Nikki Haley, and Vivek Ramaswamy have all qualified for the 4th Republican debate. Former President Donald Trump, who is leading the others in the polls, declined to attend tonight's event. Instead, he will hold his own political rally. And it is Kathon Day here at ABC15. That means all day long we are raising money and collecting donations for 5 Valley organizations through Operation Santa Claus. One of those organizations is Chicanos por la Causa. They are like that neighbor you can always count on no matter what you need, helping kids, adults, and entire families at their community center. During Kathon today, we're collecting donations like cash, children's clothing, new toys, or non-perishable food items. You can donate today during our Kathon phone bank. Those phone lines are open from 6 a.m. until 7 p.m. tonight.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. We tied the record high yesterday as Phoenix warmed all the way to 82 degrees. That tying the record of 82 degrees from back in 2012 and years prior too. We actually also hit that temperature on yesterday's date in the 1930s and in the 1960s. And today we're going to be near record again. Look for more sunshine today. That high 82 degrees again in Phoenix. That will put us 1 degree shy of today's record high. That record stands at 83, set back on this date in 1939. So we'll be watching that temperature closely as it's going to be a quick warm up. 82 for Phoenix, upper 70s for Casa Grande, upper 60s for Globe, and meanwhile we'll reach the upper 50s from Flagstaff to Heber to Show Low. Temperatures though start to drop tomorrow as that ridge of high pressure breaks down, and then towards the end of the weekend this weekend we've got a storm system that'll approach from the north. It won't move in, it won't bring any rain or any snow up north, but it is going to bring a drop in temperatures. 60s on Saturday here in the valley, and in the high country we'll be down into the 30s for highs by then too.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head on over to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.